officially not the start of the episode, but I'm not going to stop the recording.
Okay. No. All right, Anthony, you were right. This
Yeah?
is solid.
Okay, cool.
And I'm Lightning, and welcome to Almost Fancy, a Thunder and Lightning product. How was that better?
Sure.
This is the the power couple round. It's me and Thunder, and I'm Lightning against against Emory and Kelsey.
Yes, that's me. Well, I'm not collectively.
You gotta
both of
talk
us.
into the
Talk
microphone.
I'm sorry. This is Emory.
Hey, it's Kelsey.
And I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
What the fuck just happened? Okay, I thought you said you had the power couple thing. Next time you say, I'm going to start, I've got a thing, I'm just going to say, yeah, sure, and then I'm going to start.
No, that's rude.
I know.
I did just fine. It was funny. It's funnier than anything you're going to say on this episode.
Wow.
And
Ooh.
deal with it.
Wow.
Ooh.
This is great.
Wow.
No, but we're a power couple.
Yeah. I mean,
More of this.
yeah.
Undermine them.
Anyway, shall we begin?
Yeah, sorry. I had something in my eye. Yes, let us begin. But first, how is you guys doing?
We're doing pretty good. Well, that's half a lie, actually. So we just got back from a really long trip to China. And for those of you who are not aware, China is 12 hours ahead of East Coast United States.
I thought you were about to be like, for those of you who don't know, China's a country.
Yeah,
I
for-
also
For
thought
those
you
of
were
you who
gonna
are
say that.
unaware,
I did skip ahead a
China
little
is
bit
the biggest country
to
in the world.
more niche knowledge. So technically, I don't know what the time is right now. It's what is it?
8:54.
It's 8:54. So in China, it's 8:54 a.m. And so
on Wednesday.
on Wednesday, right? It's
Oh.
the day ahead. So it's been really hard adjusting to a sleep schedule when we got back, because it's every day is opposite of what we should be. I'm back to work, and middle of the workday is middle of the night in what we've been used to for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
I didn't sleep at all on Saturday night. 0 hours I slept.
yeah,
And so I
we're
was
awake during the
exhausted
night.
on Sunday.
Yeah, and sleeping during the day. So that's the only thing. Other than that, we are wow, we are fantastic. We are ready and raring to go.
Nice.
Yep.
So you, Emory, just gotta move a little bit closer.
I will
to the
do that.
microphone.
Here I am
There
in front
you
of the
go.
mic.
So speaking of China, I noticed that you have not cracked open the steak
Yes.
Cheetos yet. Was it because you wanted us to try it on air?
Oh, we could do that.
I actually, it's just because I forgot about them.
I was dying to try
Yeah, I
them
think
on
we're gonna
air.
have to try them.
all right. We brought back steak flavored Cheetos
He's way too close.
Yeah.
from
No,
what
it's not your
No,
fault.
no,
It's
no,
not your
no.
fault.
What is a good distance?
Do what you're doing. Chris will fix it on his end.
Okay.
So we also had another flavor. They were chicken wing flavored.
Ooh.
Those were delicious.
We ate all of them
already.
in
Sorry,
10
guys.
minutes. Yeah.
What is alarming to me is that Cheetos don't have they're just Cheetos. So
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I'm about to eat I'm very nervous.
But it still has the flavor dust.
no, yeah,
like
I
normal
know.
Cheetos do.
Right. Yeah.
And it's not colored like a steak or like a chicken wing. It
Yeah,
just
it's
looks like
colored
a Cheeto.
Cheeto. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
They
pass
look
those
a
bad
All right.
boys
little
over
lighter.
here.
Well, yeah,
Colored.
they're lighter colored, but they're
I'm
not
the
like
host.
brown.
I'm also the
I'm
host.
gonna.
Oh, they also have
they're gonna
they
go
have
all
weird
over the
bags
place.
in China also. So
Yeah, this. I'm not gonna go all over the place. I just can't open it. They're gonna go all over the place, and I can't open it.
hey, Mr. Host, you need some help?
I got it. I did it in a weird way, but I got it.
Okay.
Ah. There we
Oh.
go. Oh, they smell really weird. All right, here I go. I'm not gonna crunch into the mic, but
Crunch
Oh,
you to the mic.
Oh, they're huge.
that is a big.
All of a sudden,
I'll
this is
cut
an
into the mic
ASMR
more.
video.
Emory did it for you. Don't worry.
Oh wow.
This is Anthony.
Oh, really?
No, they're
You don't
not
like 'em?
bad. They're not great.
Have
That
you guys
is a-
tried these yet?
No.
No.
That is
We
a
All right, here we go.
that is a flavor adventure. That is
Oh, hello.
I know, right? But then give it a sec.
Oh, weird. Oh, it smells so weird.
Just go for it. It's not bad.
Oh, here I go. Here. Oh, there it went.
Eat the fucking Cheeto.
You know, the chicken wing ones were better, but these are still pretty good.
These
Yeah,
are pretty good.
I'm.
It hits you in the beginning with something.
Yeah.
And then it goes away and it hits you with a
Yeah.
new thing.
It is a journey.
That is it. Yeah.
It doesn't smell like steak,
No,
but it tastes like
tastes
steak.
like steak though. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. These are weird Cheetos.
Yeah, these are really
All
weird
right.
Cheetos.
You cannot get them in America. I looked it up.
No.
Probably because they're gonna kill us.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Communism.
I forgot to ask off Mike. Who? Sorry. We're gonna take turns with this shit. Who do you want to go first?
I will go first.
You guys are gonna go first.
I mean,
Are you gonna ask us a question first, or do you want us to ask you a
Oh
question
shoot,
first?
we didn't figure that part out. I was
No,
just.
it's fine. We usually do it on air anyways.
What do you guys usually do? Like, do guests go
You
first?
guys pick. It's guest choice whether you want
Jesus.
us to go
if
first.
you
or
want,
guys.
I suggest. I've done enough of these. I suggest you ask us first, because then
Okay.
you can see like how it's done,
Oh, fair.
quote unquote.
All right.
Okay.
But before you start, just very brief. I'm not going to explain the whole thing. Just very briefly, they have 3 topics. We have 3 topics. The goal is that we don't know anything about the topics they have. They're going to ask us. We're going to do our best. We're going to award points. 2 points is the max. There's the game.
But we know too much about everything, so we're probably gonna know everything about all of it. Oh, we got
Oh.
the double. He didn't even say anything. He
can't-
got a middle finger.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
but he's your partner.
You can't see this on
I'm
the
your power
podcast,
couple.
but
Yeah, he's part of the power
she
couple.
managed to flip off both of them, like in their direction.
I mean, yeah, that was right in my face.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys ask us first.
Those
Right.
those Cheetos are hitting you hard, huh?
Yeah.
It packs a punch. Okay, so we're asking first. I'm going to ask first between us. So
Okay.
Here, we're going to see if we do this correctly. Guys,
Yeah.
tell me everything you know about Worm.
Worm.
Oh no, you take it.
No, I was going to do a bad joke. Do you know what worm is? Worm is bug.
Worm is bug.
I'm not wrong.
What was the space worm cartoon? It's not that, right? Do
What?
you know what you doodled one?
A
He's
space worm?
yeah.
They're
He's in like a
floundering right now.
spacesuit from the 90s.
Little
You
bit.
literally showed me a picture on Facebook that you were like, "Oh, look, I did."
Earthworm
Judge
Jim?
Stalling
Yeah,
for
Earthworm
time?
Jim,
Oh,
yeah.
Earthworm Jim is a video game, not a cartoon.
Okay, sorry.
No, that's fine. That's what confused me. Yeah, that was Earthworm Jim. Is Worm Earthworm Jim?
No.
Damn it. Well, I'm back. No, do you have anything? Do something, Chris.
Do you want me to take it?
Yeah, I
This
would.
is an awful
Someone
first
has to-
example.
someone
for
has
that.
to take
somebody's
this,
gotta
please.
say something.
Oh man.
I don't want to. You go. I don't want to say anything.
All right. Well,
muddy the water.
Worm is the mid '90s Earthworm Jim cartoon show.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying here.
Guys.
I didn't say anything.
You
Just go
said
for it.
well,
I did say
Well?
that. Yeah.
and help me out. What happens on his adventures?
Now tell you about Earthworm Jim, a
Yeah.
video game I've never played. So in Earthworm Jim, it's a platformer, and you have a laser gun. We're gonna lose the whole game because of this. And
You make it
Uh,
sound like it's my fault.
you're the one who threw it to me. I was like, Chris, you got it? You were like, yeah, I got it. Talked about Earthworm Jim.
I didn't say I got it at all at once.
Earthworm Jim is a video game for the Sega Genesis, and it's a platformer, and it's a shoot 'em up platformer, and it's very hard, and I've never played it.
The TV show,
The
though,
TV show based off it follows the adventures of him.
it's also spelled WYRM.
Oh,
Oh, it's a worm, like a form of dragon or lizard, technically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
That's very interesting. I like that.
yeah. I don't know why Chris said that because the show is about how he turns into a dragon, and it got canceled after the first season because people hated that he turned into a dragon. Power couple.
Yeah.
Are you?
Power couple, ladies and
Or
gentlemen.
Anthony
Can I try
could've-
again?
Oh, sure, go for it.
Please.
I never said I had it. I
Worm-
wanted you to take it.
Worm is a mid-90s prog rock band. And they only have one album. They had 4 members, which was not enough, which is why they only had one album. And they have a cult following, but they've never, got back together. Like, there's no, Worm reunion show. It's just Worm came and went, left its stamp on the world.
What was there like one hit? Were they like a one-hit wonder kind of thing, or?
No, they were pretty underground. Like if you like Worm, you like what
Oh,
you know
yeah.
about. If you
Wasn't
know about
there-
Worm,
Got
you
him.
know about Worm.
Wasn't there like 10 songs on the album?
Yeah, it was like
10
yeah,
songs, huh?
it was like a meaty album.
Yeah. In the cover, it's weird.
Don't bring up Earthworms.
No, no. No, I'm not. No, it's weird because the artist who does SpongeBob, you guys remember the worm, the Texas worm in SpongeBob?
No.
Is this the worm that like kept eating everything?
the albino.
Yeah, the albino
the Alaskan bullworm.
Alaskan bullworm.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
cover. The guy who does the art for SpongeBob did the cover for their
Oh,
album.
right, and there was that big lawsuit over that.
Right.
Because he brought it to SpongeBob, and it was like, who had it
Right.
first?
My personal favorite song off the album is "We Love Playing in the Mud."
That's a worm reference. That brings it back around to when I said worm is bug. Okay, Christ, can we stop? I'm gonna stop.
Let's go
So
with
now-
Anthony's. I liked Anthony's.
So here's you here. Sorry. That was maybe the worst we've ever done. Sorry.
Yeah, that was
you
bad.
take of that what you wish. The format of it is you give us points, and then you explain why you gave us those points, and in doing so, you explain what worm actually is.
I wish I had a frame of reference.
and you can have like 0.5 all the way up to 1.5.
Well, the
Or 0.
The frame of reference is if one of us nailed it, we get 2. But if we
Yeah.
didn't nail it, we can't get 2. Other than that, points or whatever you want.
based off of
So-
creativity, if we
do we
BS it.
do we take it all into account or just that second one?
Just give them the second one.
Whatever you want. I've noticed that most people, us ourselves included, are like, more often than not, this thing will happen where it's like, oh, you were fucking up, but then you said that one thing, and that's what brought you this many points. So
Okay.
I'd say just consider everything we farted out of our buttholes. Go from there.
Okay. All right. Now, well, okay. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I'm gonna give you a 1
Okay.
because
It could have been worse.
I really enjoyed the band concept that you eventually landed on. It took you a while to get there.
well, I
you-
forgot. I forgot
well,
about my
you know what?
favorite
This-
prog rock band from the 90s.
Well, here's the thing. This is the first like 2-person episode. You guys were like bouncing it back and forth, like you didn't know who
We
was taking
usually
what.
don't do that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
We've
So that-
almost never done that before.
Yeah.
yeah,
like,
I figured
we're
not. You
not
guys
quite
were
on our
very
game
uncomfortable with it.
to be
I-
fair, we just got off of 3 hours of Resident Evil.
Yeah. So like, it was the first one of the round. I'm gonna give you some leeway there. Nothing that you ever said was anywhere close
Okay. All right, cool.
to what Worm
You,
is.
when I said prog rock band from the 90s, you gave me a look of like, oh shit, he nailed it. But I guess that wasn't what that looked
no,
was.
that was just interest. I was like,
was
oh,
a look of
what's
intrigue.
going
Got
on
it,
here?
yeah.
No, because I did enjoy that. Worm is a web serial that was written. If you guys know what web serials are,
Mm-hmm.
it was written, I think, around like 2010 to 2013 or something.
Oh.
It was
A young internet.
It's, I think, one of the most popular web serials out there, written by a guy who goes by the name of Wildbow. He's written a couple different ones. Worm is about a young girl and this world where like superheroes exist, like people develop superpowers. She develops the ability to control insects.
Oh.
And she like is struggling with this, and like she's often seen as like kind of a villain or vilified because it's like a weird power, and people like see, don't see insects in a kind light, and she's bouncing back between being a hero and kind of being a villain, and it kind of plays against a bunch of superhero like stereotypes and tropes. It's actually really, I think, interesting web serial and really well written. I haven't read it in a while, but
I've literally never heard about this.
Yeah.
I recommend Worm.
Is it all accessible? Like, could I go read it all right now for free?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Full disclosure, there's no song that's We Like to Play in the Mud on this web serial. I'm sorry, guys.
That does not exist. No.
Yo, you'd have to give me
Was it Worm with a
1.5 for
Y?
that.
Is it Worm with a Y?
No, it's WORM.
Ah, okay. Well,
It's not a worm.
I'm starting to.
I appreciated that creativity too, though.
I'm starting to understand the 1 point even deeper.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm prepping the tiebreaker that we might not get to.
Yeah, that was a pretty soft opening.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Full disclosure, we didn't go super hard because we wanted to have fun
No,
today.
this is-
They went They went nuts.
This is
right out the
That's
gates.
fine, you know.
Well,
That's fine. I'm
Throw
okay
him
with
some
that.
hardballs right now. Just come up with them on the spot.
Okay.
Hey, you said we couldn't change ours. You
said
can't
that.
change yours either.
We're not gonna. No, that's what you said.
Did I?
Yes,
Yeah,
when
you
we
did
walked
say
in the
that.
room, you were like, "You can't change them now." Ha ha ha.
You did say that.
Well,
He doesn't remember. Do the one that then do the. How do you? Which do you want to do this in the order we came up with them?
oh yeah. Either way, I
Okay.
mean,
Okay. Kelsey and Emory.
I thought you were asking me specifically. I was
No,
like,
sorry.
my blood ran cold.
Kelsey
Kelsey
and Emory. Tell us everything you know about My Hero Academia.
I got this. So My Hero Academia is a manga and an anime now.
No.
That is
No.
all about this
No.
universe where superheroes also exist. Great tie-in
Cool,
to Worm,
awesome.
actually. So the main character of this My Hero Academia is this young kid who wants to be a superhero, never developed
What's his
superpowers.
No,
name?
just let him go. We'll
All
ask
right.
questions later.
What's his name? I don't.
no. Just keep going. You're
Okay.
on a roll.
Well, he inherits the power
Wow.
of the mightiest hero in the universe, who this guy has sustained an injury, and so he ends up like he has this appearance of always being the greatest superhero, but he has sustained this injury, and eventually he runs into the main character and has to give him a part of his power, which leads to the main character developing his own powers and is entering the school for superheroes. He passes the test, he gets into the school, he meets his classmates who all have their own
Don't go into season 2. He hasn't seen it.
individual powers, and so it's all a story of him understanding his own power, learning to control it, even though when he uses it, it hurts him, and meeting these other people,
Okay.
and there's
Okay. All right.
All right,
First of all,
so-
tell me his name.
So first of all, yeah, you clearly know what this is. I just have 2 questions.
Yeah.
Which doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to get the full 2
Oh, yeah.
points,
No,
because I think
exactly.
you will. But I want to know: do you
Yeah.
know the name of the main character, and do you know the name of what their superpowers are called? Everyone has their. Don't say stand.
shoot.
Anthony, I'm so upset. This might be the hardest we ever lose.
Oh my God! What is the name of their
Everyone on Earth
Yeah.
is born with
Oh, you just want
Yeah.
the blank. You just
Yeah.
want
No,
the,
see, this is the thing.
Ah.
I haven't read it in a while, and I don't remember the name. I'm Stigma. I don't think that's it.
It's.
no.
No.
That's close in definition.
Do you give up?
Yeah, I don't remember it.
It's pretty quirky. Is
It's
what I
quirk-
wanted to say
Oh,
the
it's
whole
a-
time.
it's a quirk.
It's a quirk.
Yeah.
And his name is Deku.
Izuku Midoriya.
You were talking so fast. I hope y'all at home can understand what he said.
Oh, I got
He
every
was
word.
so
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
Okay, well, can I say it?
Yeah.
2 points.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh, are
didn't-
you
I
kidding
didn't know
me?
everything,
Yeah.
even though. Okay, you're being very nice.
I mean, we
No,
stopped
I mean, you clearly knew what it was.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
without a doubt. You gave us. You literally just gave him up to like episode 4. Like you didn't have to watch it, Anthony. We could have just invited Emory over. By the way, didn't realize you were a My Hero fan. We should watch season 4 together.
I am not up to date. I have to catch up. But
Oh, okay.
when I do, that sounds great.
When you guys said that, can I just say, Emory tapped me on the back, and
I
he
saw
went-
that.
He went, and he tapped himself.
Okay.
I
and
thought
I was
he
like,
wanted you to
he's
take
about
it.
to bullshit so hard. And then he
No,
actually knew what it was.
He hesitated for a second, and then because I thought he was thinking of something, and then he was like, "Oh, Kelsey, I got this," and you're like, "Okay," and then it described the pitch for My Hero
Yeah.
Academia.
Yeah.
I didn't realize either of you were anime fans. Like
oh
at all.
my God! Yeah, like my entire life. Yeah.
Oh well. Well,
I've
good to know.
never
I
watched
read
an anime.
manga like every day. Yeah.
Well,
I hope the other two aren't related to that. 'Cause
no, I don't think they are.
The other 2 aren't animes. Is that if that's what the question
all right,
was?
yeah, because that would have been a clean sweep.
Well,
probably.
next is Dragon Ball. And
Damn, hang on. Let me change absolutely everything.
You're up.
All right, you guys.
Okay.
all right, we
So-
got this. We got this.
Thunder and lightning.
That's
That's
me and
me.
him.
Oh, I really wanted us to both just say that's me.
Please, if you could.
Want to try again?
What? And just edit it to sound like we're.
We're not liars, Emory.
all right.
Don't interrupt Kelsey.
That's my bad.
Please, pretty please. Tell me everything you know about Pose.
Well, here's the thing. Pose from Legend of Zelda, from Ocarina of Time, They're ghosts. I mean, can you help me here? I'm being dead serious.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Of course.
I
Yeah.
think there's like 12 of them. There's 10 or 12.
There's way more than that.
Oh, okay. Well, there's something. So, pose, and if this isn't the pose they're talking about,
It's probably not. I'm gonna.
okay.
But I'll help you with this one, obviously.
Well, no. I mean, if you have something you think is more what
I
they're
don't.
talking
I was
about.
gonna help you with the Zelda one, and then while we're doing that, come up with my own thing.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're in Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
In Twilight Princess, there's 50 of them. I know
Oh,
that.
okay.
I haven't.
They're
played
not necessary to defeat.
No,
Ocarina
they're
of
an
Time.
optional like side quest, and
Yeah.
you get a
You get-
item for getting them all.
Right. Exactly.
They are fun.
In Twilight Princess, they're. Oh yeah, you've played Ocarina of Time.
Yes, I
In
have.
Twilight Princess, the award you get is nothing. It's like the next bomb bag. But
I still haven't gotten the one from Ocarina of Time.
yeah, I don't know what
They're
it
hard
gives
to
you.
find, so there's
And
no
they're not
way of
even-
indicating.
They're not
them.
only hard to find; they're hard to defeat.
Yeah, no,
Pose
absolutely.
is an app.
Well, here's the thing, though. We can't do a real one and a BS one.
Yeah.
It's one thing if we go the BS route and then we pick the one we like best. I just gave a real answer.
Oh, okay.
Do you
Then
know what I
let's stick
mean?
with
I
it.
feel like that
Yeah,
wouldn't
sure.
be fair.
Okay.
Do we want to keep going though? Since we're on this track, what more can we say about
I mean,
Pose?
do you have any other real answers for pose? Like cover all your bases, you know?
What do you mean? That's
Like-
what I was gonna do, but Chris stopped me.
You were gonna give another
'Cause-
real answer?
No, I was
'Cause-
gonna give a bullshit
I-
one.
Sorry, you can go.
Well, I just feel like I don't know. He was saying it might not be fair to have.
To have one on going
One-
each route.
Yeah.
I know, I agree. So if you're only going real answers,
Yeah.
I feel like you should say as many real answers.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just about to bullshit something. I don't actually know anything
Oh, okay.
about what you're gonna say. But Pose though, there's like 12 of them.
I mean,
And
here's the
You
thing.
gotta get them.
They gave us one word, and we said everything we knew about the Pose we know
There's-
about. Does that count for anything
there-
if that wasn't the case?
Well, that's up to them when they give us points.
All
They're
right.
only when you're an adult, Link.
yeah, that's true too.
they're not in the
only when you're an
past.
adult Link. You have to
Um,
catch them in a jar. They're purple
Oh
colored.
yeah, that's why they suck in Ocarina of Time because you
Yeah.
have to catch them in a jar, bring them back, and I
Yep,
forgot
yep.
about that.
You have to bring them back so when you are okay, that's not
They
going to
suck
pick up in the
in,
microphone.
They suck in Twilight Princess too because you have to fight them as the dog.
Oh, really?
You can only sense them with Midna's like turn everything gray thing. So
Okay.
you have to turn into a dog. And for most of that game, you don't have control over that. You're either a dog when they tell you to, or you're not a
right,
dog.
right.
I think we're good.
Well, another thing, in Ocarina of Time, you get them at I always say it wrong.
Night. Oh, sorry.
Well, no, you can only get them at night. The entrance to Hyrule Castle.
Hyrule Field.
It's
Oh,
in the beginning of the castle.
No, the room that's full of jars in
Yes,
the
when
past
you're a kid.
has an old woman in it in the
Yeah.
future that tells you about the pose.
God, I hope this is the Pose. That's the
I mean,
answer.
it's totally, definitely not. But
Okay.
we did our very best.
All right. So is that you guys are good?
Yeah.
That's okay.
So first of all, points.
Okay.
Well,
0.
Well,
I already have a point, a number of points in my head. What
If
are you
it's
gonna
not
say?
the Pose you were gonna say, you can't give us 2.
I know. I wasn't going to.
I was going to be honest. I'm conflicted
Okay.
because, like, as he made a good point, like we only said the word pose.
Right.
But it's
So I gave them
that
everything I knew
is
about the Pose I know.
specifically attached to something that I'm going to tell them about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think we talked about it,
No, you didn't.
Chris and I.
But like, I guess yeah. If you had mentioned it like as a separate topic during your entire conversation about poses, I guess yeah, we could have gotten it too. But you're right, they just didn't know about it. All right, I'm good. Go ahead. Go on.
Okay.
How many
Anywho,
points were you gonna give us, Kelsey?
I was going to give you 1.5
Oh.
Hey.
Okay.
because you clearly know what poses are in The Legend of Zelda.
Uh-huh.
However, Pose is a television show.
Ah.
And it's about the
If you-
LGBT community
If
in
you
New
said
York
phone
in the
app,
80s.
I would have jumped out the window.
No. It's about the LGBTQ community. I just said that word and I forgot it immediately. in the mid 80s in New York.
Okay.
And they had like this underground club. And the whole point of the club is that you go and you dress up and it's called Pose. So you're supposed to pass as like a normal person.
Oh, like a poser.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Oh,
like
okay.
Got
you're
it.
supposed to be able to pass like on the street. Like if you're trans, you're supposed to be able to pass as like a woman and not be like called out for being trans. Like all that kind of stuff. And it's based on like clothes. They have categories. And there's also like houses and families, but they're not blood related. They're just like groups of people who walk together.
Is this
at
a
Pose.
reality show?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, wait. This is a drama with a
Yeah.
plot? Oh, interesting.
It's
I thought
really
you were
good. I would
describing to
recommend
me
it.
I thought you were describing me a competition reality show.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
But
Okay.
they do win trophies. So like if you win, there's judges. So they like judge the category, and the person who gets the most points in the category gets a trophy. And it was, I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff in the show about their personal lives and whatnot. Oh, it's also about HIV and AIDS.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what Pose is. But
But
you
still,
guys,
so you
But hold on. Do you capture any of them in a jar though?
no.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
okay.
hoping you were like, and the group of kids hunt ghosts.
I gave
So-
you 1.5 because you clearly told me I know what poses are in The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
And you clearly told me what they are.
Right.
So,
Okay.
you
No,
know, you
appreciate
guys
it.
did your best.
Yeah,
Hey,
I appreciate
with what you
it.
had.
I'm not gonna say a word until you do for the next one.
Okay. Our turn though. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, let's do it.
tell us everything you know about Resident Evil.
All right, listen. Here's the problem. I never played Resident Evil.
Okay.
I know
Hold on,
of
before you go any further, do you feel creative enough to go the other route? Do you think you could get a minimum amount of points going with what it is, or do you think you could possibly get an extra 0.5 going with something you make up on your own? I'm just throwing it out there. You go with whatever you think is best, but just because you know it doesn't mean you have to tell us what it is if you don't know enough information. Just throwing it out there.
No, that's all right.
Just trying
The
to be fair.
attitude I try to have towards the situation you're in is if you think you can get 2 points, go for it. But if you think
No,
you'd
exactly.
be better at coming up with something,
Or you might not, and you just say, you know what, I'm just going to go with whatever I got and see what comes out.
Oh man.
That was an evil laugh.
Well,
Okay, so Resident Evil
okay. Oh, I can't wait.
um,
He didn't tell us what he was doing. He just
is
started. So I'm excited.
This is actually something that's kind of interesting because it's something that wasn't kind of discovered
Yes.
until well, here's the thing. It was discovered in the sort of medieval ages, what we know as the Dark Ages. This is complicated, obviously, because Resident Evil refers to this kind of inner.
there
Some
he
people
is.
call it chi. Some people call it a force that lives inside of every existing living thing, and it usually doesn't manifest.
Yes.
And the reason that doesn't manifest in, like, let's say a plant that you might see by the side of the road is because it requires a certain level of sentience in order to come to the surface. And so, obviously, this never really became an issue in the world until humanity, at a certain point, developed itself enough as a culture, as a society, something that gained not only sentience, but also a kind of sense of belief and self, to the point that finally
Pissed we're giving
this
them 1.5.
kind of inner evil, balanced, of course, by the inner good that just exists in humanity, Gaia, as we all know in some cases, the world, the living force of the universe. This kind of offsets
We
this
shouldn't have let Emory
collective
go to
mass
China. No.
of evil energy that exists in all living things. It finally just
He comes
bursted
back and
forth
does this shit.
in the Middle Ages
He is a
within
writer. We keep
certain
forgetting about that.
human
We
beings.
do keep forgetting about that.
You know, those who are at the center of this kind of
Jesus
cultural
Christ.
movement, the center of this kind of feudalism being, so obviously the nobles, the kings, the emperors, it
Can we
developed
give 'em
in
two?
them
No.
first.
I
And,
could not have been on this show by myself.
No, keep going.
and so, you know, obviously you
Earn
know
that
about
1.5,
these,
Emory.
like, large-scale mass disasters that have happened in history, you know, the plagues, the crusades, all these things that cause
what was your
large-scale
favorite moment of
movements
Resident Evil?
Chris,
of
he's doing so
people.
good. I forgot what the prompt was. until you said that. I forgot we told
It
him
was
to talk
all
about Resident Evil.
spurred by this
Tell me
kind
about
of
it. What was your
inside-
favorite part?
This like id of inner evil force that became and came forth and controlled.
Mine
like,
was how lucky
secretly,
we got
subtly, the
for all
lives and
certain
the
points.
ideas and the minds and the actions of these people who had the
Um,
power to
It's a
handle
a
this.
speed run we're going to
in
be
certain
doing.
plays.
I
And so
think it's
it
going to start
caused
next
this
week.
gigantic
I feel like
If anybody
something.
wants to watch
I
it.
feel like there's
clash of
something
humanity,
really
and it caused the actual
hype
inner
that happened, and I
destruction
can't think of.
of humanity
what it
in this
was.
period that we now know as the Dark Ages, and
I
we're
didn't
still
die.
learning
That was
about.
my favorite part.
Because
I got
Yeah,
to
that was
lost
amazing.
knowledge.
The whole
I mean,
thing.
I don't
loss
wanna
of
give away
technology,
what happened
humanity,
at
and
the end,
culture.
but
No one's going to be able to
People
hear us because they're
happened
listening to Emory.
because of this sort of Resident Evil that lives inside of every human being. And so,
He finally said it. You know what? I think he had to say it.
and
Oh, I'm lightheaded.
because of that
I'm
mass
lightheaded.
All right,
dying
all
off
right,
of
shut
people.
up.
Chaos.
Emory, that wasn't a lie. You did so good that halfway through your thing, I like sort of zoned out and forgot what I told you to tell me about. You get 1.5 points,
Thanks.
or 1.5 as it's colloquially.
And hey, guess what? Resident Evil's a video game.
It's about
Next
killing, It's about
question.
zombies.
It's a
and
video
it's
game
also
No.
Zombies.
It's a video game. Next question. It's going to be on the show.
It's also movies. And
It
a
is
and a
also
TV
movies.
show,
It's
I
also
think,
movies. The best Resident Evil game, in my opinion, is the new 2 remake. The best movie, in my opinion, is 4. But no one watched that one because they were all shitty at that point.
maybe. I've not seen it.
4 is great. It's the most true to the video game. Fight me on it.
No, I
Um,
couldn't.
That was amazing.
Thank you for that. When I do eventually make a best of Thunder and Lightning game that I've been teasing for the last year, that is assuredly going to go on it. That unlistenable garbage. Only unlistenable due to the fact that Chris and I were having. I don't know if you literally
way-
blacked out or not. Chris and I were having another conversation while you were monologuing.
You mentioned I forgot what we prompted him, and then I said to you, Anthony, tell me everything about your favorite part of Resident Evil. I also forgot what we prompted him. I was just talking about the last video we made.
Good. Yeah. Good. Good. This was a good idea to lose.
They're
This is a
gonna
good way to
win.
lose.
Oh, did you just say this is a good night to lose?
A good way to lose.
Oh yeah, no, I mean they're owning us. We're gonna get them for the last one, but they're owning us right
Are
now.
we though?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Anyways.
we shouldn't have lowballed it, Anthony.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
They
trying to be a
watched-
chivalrous host.
They were in here. We felt an air of non-confidence. Then they walked out, and Anthony and I were like, "Oh well, we can't give them. We can't go super hard on them." And then
we
they
picked-
come in
and
here.
then
And they're
we
we
like,
picked
thought you were
Emerald.
going
"They're
to.
like, tell
Yeah.
us everything
And then
about
we picked-
Bug."
And then we picked Emory's favorite anime.
If we picked his favorite anime, then we forgot he was a writer. So screw that. You tell us the truth. You don't get to make stuff up anymore.
That's not true. You can do whatever you want. Your turn.
All right.
It's your turn.
So as the capstone to ours, this is potentially a low ball for you guys.
Yeah, he's
I
gonna
wasn't.
take it
I
first.
wasn't certain.
Oh yeah, that's right. No matter what you say, I have to talk first.
If they say Star Wars, you're talking first.
No, I know that. Yeah.
Tell me everything you know about Chex Quest.
Chex Quest is a video game that came packaged in Chex cereal. It played like Doom. It was a Doom clone, and you had a remote control because they didn't want to get too violent. That you shot at. It was germs. It was because you had to be clean. You were shooting germs, and it was like note for note a Doom copy. And it was literally the disc for this game was inside Chex cereal. You open the Chex, and then you put it in the bowl, and it's like there's a disc in my bowl. I'm not gonna eat that. And
You
what do I
could,
do
though.
with it? I'll put it in a
But you
computer
could,
maybe.
though.
Whoa, it's Doom. I love Doom, and it's not long. I've heard.
But what if you did eat it though?
You'd die
Yeah, probably.
if you ate a disc whole. You'd die.
Not whole.
If you if you chopped a disc up and huffed it, you would die.
Yeah,
Well,
you would have internal bleeding.
Probably.
Absolutely.
Did I lose points because he talked about?
no, shut
Like
up. You
doing
did,
lines
you did
of a
fine.
disc.
That's why I started talking.
No, you got 2 points.
Yay!
That is exactly what Chex Quest is.
Yeah,
I
we weren't really sure, but I figured you might have known about it if
Yeah.
you hadn't.
Do you want to hear what my fake thing was gonna
yeah,
be?
please.
Briefly.
So it was gonna be a television show based around Chex Mix. So all the different parts of Chex Mix are characters, and they go on a quest.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's good.
I was off mic. That's fucking cool. I would watch that.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Like each brand of Czech cereal has its own.
Yeah,
like,
well, like there's
like
the
you're a
pretzel
rogue.
in the cracker stick.
but
whatever
you're
you wanna
saying
call
like
it.
the pretzel
Yeah,
is the
they're-
bard and the
yeah,
no,
exactly.
that's dope. But don't listen to him.
That's also awesome. That would
Uh,
have gotten you, a good amount,
Yeah.
good amount
Can
of
I
points.
say pumpernickel chips are the king
Oh,
of
please.
Chex Mix?
I mean, yeah, that's
Yeah, oh,
that
well,
goes without
yeah.
saying.
Thank you.
Oh wait, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You said that and I was like, yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
pretzel would be the prince then.
Sorry, my thing is.
Agreed.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Talk without me, Mike. Stop it.
So, I mean, Chex Quest, kind of, Anthony described every important aspect of it. It came in a Chex cereal box, I think in the mid-90s they did this. It
Oh,
was-
yeah. I
I'm
didn't
pretty
give a
sure it was
year,
like
but
the
yeah.
start of this like very tiny revolution of including video games in cereal
Yeah,
boxes.
because there was the I almost gave you the wrong thing, but the name of the title gave it away. I almost started talking about the Captain Crunch one. The one where, excuse me, the one where you get a Crunch Berry and you like play Mario Party mini games in it to like raise
Yeah.
its stats. It
Yeah.
was weird. They were definitely slaves. Anyways,
Yeah.
that was the first 2-pointer of the game. It
Nailed
feels-
it.
Woo! No, it wasn't. They
Ooh.
got a 2-pointer.
Excuse me.
I meant
mean,
for us.
for them.
Sorry, I
Oh.
meant for us. This is interesting. We are ascending, they're descending. So we got 1, 1.5, and 2, and then they got 2, and then 1.5.
And now they're gonna get 0. Tell me everything you know about the World Inferno Friendship Society.
This one was the hard one.
Good.
All right, I need you to leave this one off because I've tackled the other two.
Wow, put her on the spot.
I'm
Emory.
also-
the
I'm-
anchor over here. The
It's-
last
say
question.
the prompt again slower. Just
The
to,
World Inferno Friendship Society.
Okay. So the World Inferno Friendship Society is a children's television show about a group of friends, and they're living in sort of a futuristic, post-apocalyptic Earth, the World Inferno. Everything's on fire, basically.
Totally.
But it's actually a comedy, so it's sort of like a what is the word I'm looking for? Oh my god, it just left my brain.
satire.
Thank you.
Ah, yeah.
Satire is exactly what I wanted.
Oh, very nice.
So it's sort of a satire on like the current state of our Earth.
Oh, damn.
So there's
Okay.
like a little bit for the adults and a little bit for the kids because it's also like kid humor as well.
Okay.
And it's just like sort of a, I don't know, a friend's story and the comedy, and they're all, you know, regular kids. They're going to like school, but they're like in this post-apocalyptic
Right,
world,
it's like-
and it's
yeah.
chaos everywhere.
Post-apocalyptic school, you know?
Basically. Yeah.
Like it's really interesting, like how she said the satire part of it, how they tie in like these like post-apocalyptic themes about like you got to earn enough rocks to like pay for your meals, like
Yeah, exactly.
these different things about the economy and like where we're headed that like again, as she said, tie into these adult themes of what we're in society
Right.
today.
So
Yeah.
like you're
And,
you're,
like-
you're a kid watching it and you're like whatever, but your parents walks in, you're like, oh, I get this.
Yeah,
exactly.
Also,
And
yeah.
like in the cafeteria, they're like eating pizza, but it's like really charred because everything's on fire.
Everything's
so,
on
like,
fire. That's
Yeah.
It's like normal stuff, but like, you know.
like I don't know how clear we can be. Like everything is on fire.
Yeah.
Like it's a world inferno. That's what caused the apocalypse, and it's still happening.
Yeah,
Like
it's
everything.
really
This-
fiery.
This television show would never fly with the FDA today. Not the FDA, the
the
FCC.
Food and Drug
FCC.
Administration. You're right. No
They
charge
charge
no,
pizza.
no, the FCC, right? That's what they're called.
yeah,
I think
it's
so.
the FCC.
Yeah, not
yeah.
the FDA. I'm very tired.
Yeah, I mean, it was really old, so they kind of slipped it by
Yeah,
the
I mean,
FCC
this
back
was-
then.
No, she's right. I mean, this was when everyone was like still testing what cartoons even are. Like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Remember that
exactly.
time period where like, what is a cartoon? Is it even
well, hold
for
on,
children
hold on.
or
Give
for
me
adults?
decades.
Yeah,
Uh,
what year are we talking?
Oh Jesus! Like when?
No, just decade. I'd even.
I know. I'm just
yeah.
trying to remember. Is the
Yeah.
thing.
Because cartoons have been around
He
since like
hasn't
the
seen
30s.
the show in a long time.
I know.
Chris.
No, that's fair.
It's an oldie.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like 80s.
Okay, this
I
sounds
was-
like an
that's-
80s
yeah,
show.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Yeah. Like
Um,
you know when like they were like trying to figure out like are the Muppets like an adult show or a kid show? It's like the same kind of thing
Fair.
with this cartoon. It's like what is this?
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
can cartoons even be? Like is this only a kids thing? Is it an adult thing? Or they're like a little bit of both? You know, it's like what network is this even on? Like they were trying to figure all that stuff out.
Yeah. But the true message of the show is the bond of friendship.
It's friendship.
So,
The friendship is the inferno that was within us the entire time.
Oh, I thought he was gonna go on another rant.
All right. Are you guys good?
I think I told
That
you
pretty
everything
much
you need
kinda
to know
covers
about
it.
this children's
We can go
story.
deeper into the economy. But
All right. So Chris, this was your thing.
It,
so
it was
you...
my thing. They clearly didn't go with what it was.
No, I know, but I mean, you
What?
decide points.
What do you
is
mean?
what I was
That's
saying.
totally what it was.
Oh, I'm gonna be so biased. I don't want to be. I kind of want to have you give him points.
I wanted. I'm gonna be completely transparent. I wanted you to give them points because I
Oh, you know what the score is?
want to give them a point because I like the
So,
tiebreaker
the tiebreaker
much.
scenario?
But I
I
don't wanna,
also wanted to go to a tiebreaker.
Well,
well, you're technically the
Guys.
host,
Okay,
and this
well-
is your game. So,
Well, here's the deal.
and that was obviously clearly
Was
not
that-
what it was.
In your heart of hearts, in your heart of the cards, do you want to? Was that a 1.5? I feel like it was.
That was a 1.5, absolutely.
But what if it was a 1?
Well, okay, now they're prompting themselves to
Okay,
get a
well,
1.
if you want, do you? Oh, here's how we'll do this. Would you guys like a tiebreaker? Because we can.
So many
he
firsts.
definitely wants
I
a
definitely
tiebreaker.
do.
There's so
I don't
many
know what
firsts.
a tiebreaker is.
Yeah.
But-
Right. Yes. Yeah.
That's the point. We only bring guests on here who have never watched the show before.
Here's what we're gonna do. You guys clearly that was very good. You guys get a 1.5.
Do I not tell what?
You win a sec. Sorry, I realized you didn't get. I'm just gonna do this
sorry.
part first. So
First, I don't know if you could tell, I suck at lying, so my hands were shaking so much.
I wasn't. Yeah,
great
no.
job.
They were so sweaty.
No, you did a
What are
great
you
job.
talking about?
So
That was fantastic.
3. You guys win. You have 5 points. We have 4.5 points.
Wow, that was. You know what,
Very
Anthony?
close.
I'm
That
was-
kind of proud of us.
that was
We turned
tense.
it around.
We
Yeah.
did.
We
but
really did.
Also,
By we, I mean you turned it around that one time.
is that that's our first legitimate loss, like without
Eric-
going
we
to a
lost with
tiebreaker.
Eric.
But Eric won in the
Oh,
tiebreaker.
right. Wow, we're doing
Yo.
bad season 1.
We are, yeah.
We got to get some easier customers up in here.
All your friends are smart.
Well, it's
don't
because
you know
we
that?
started with the easiest customer we could find, Catherine.
Oh, Catherine.
Okay, talk about the thing real quick.
Okay, World Inferno Friendship Society is a band from the 90s to the present. They do a mix of like soul, jazz, punk, folk. They're weird. There's 40 members
What
and
the
only
fuck?
and only between like 9 and 12 play at a time. So like there's only a couple active members, but overall they've had like 40 members and they just interchange.
They've got like a
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
reserves in there. They call the draft for who they
They
need.
could like go on tour, but like only for like a month, and just send different people to different
Well, there's
areas.
actually
They could-
bands that do that. I don't think they do that though. I think it's just whoever's around. They
That'd be
pull them
interesting.
together to make the next album.
AKB48 does that.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
have 128 members,
Holy
and they
Christ.
have like teams. There's like an A team, a B team, a K team, and they can have 5 live shows all across Japan on the same night.
I don't even know that many people.
I know, right?
Team.
But that's that thing I said. I'm not
So,
gonna keep saying it.
Wow.
Kelsey and
There we go.
Emory, you are the winners.
Yay! Da 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 da.
We did it.
And you get to take home the grand prize of nothing.
Competing in the tiebreaker.
I did it!
Okay, so here's how the tiebreaker works.
Okay.
Gotta get pumped. Gotta get psyched.
Yeah, so it's actually, how do I do this? Do I pick which one of them does it based on? Because I
Yeah.
want it to be 1v1.
Oh, dear me.
No, I think I'm gonna pick based on the
Okay.
what the prompt is.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Oh no.
Okay, it's gonna be Chris versus Emory.
Oh.
Oh, God.
It's gotta be. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry, Emory. I'm sorry, Kelsey, that you don't get to do this. And I'm sorry, I don't get to do this. So here's
It's
how the
okay.
tiebreaker works. I have a list of topics,
Okay.
and it is blank versus blank. The 2 topics are related, so like 2 superheroes or 2 medieval movies or something like that.
yeah.
I'm gonna give Chris one, and I'm gonna give you Emory one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Chris is gonna go first, and he's gonna like sell me on this thing. Like he's gonna tell me about it, and he's gonna basically convince me why I should pick his over yours. You're each gonna get a minute and a half to talk. You can bash his, but I would spend more time talking yours up rather than bashing his.
Sure.
So, it really doesn't matter who I give to which one.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
There's a broad spectrum of topics on the tiebreaker board. Sports, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Sports and stuff.
So hang on, I need to
Everything.
get my
You know
minute and
them.
a half long timer. Okay, so
Ah,
the topics are Chris, you are going to tell me everything you know about NSYNC. And Emory, you are going to tell me everything you know about the Backstreet Boys.
Yes.
And-
oh God!
Yes.
And
Oh God! No!
Chris-
Hold on! I need to know which one this is.
I don't remember which one is which.
Chris is, well, hey, Chris, you're both going to go. Pick one, and he'll get the other one. And go.
Okay, mine has Justin Timberlake in it. I call it. I call it. Mine has Justin Timberlake in it. So first of all, that Backstreet's back. All right, give me a break. I know I have NSYNC. Don't look at me. They have. First of all, I had no clue if their name meant like what their name meant when I was a kid. So that's interesting. You could like them for that. What's a single song by NSYNC? What's one song by NSYNC? They have that song. Remember that one?
I love it.
Put that in editing. Put one of their songs in editing.
I won't. I'm going to get sued.
In Justin Timberlake, you know how much you love that guy. He's definitely 1,000%. I'm definitely sure he's in this
Justin
one.
Timberlake is in NSYNC. You have established that. Please move
okay.
on.
All right. He's cool.
Yep.
He's got some good songs, and don't you want to hear how the artist started? Right?
I do, and
He
I
has
did.
spaghetti hair.
He did, yes.
They all dressed pretty cool for the 90s.
Okay.
They were a bunch of cool cats. Cool for Cats. That's not a song by them.
You have 20 seconds. Can you tell me any of the other band members or a song title?
The other one. Okay, the main singer was on Your Pretty Face Is Going to Hell, which is a TV show on Adult Swim that just came out. I mean, the show's been out, but his episode came out this season, and he was funny. He was pretty funny. He did a good job.
Okay, your time is up. You did, unfortunately did not meet my question.
Give me
but
one of
okay.
their songs.
No, because now he has to talk about Backstreet Boys.
And he's going to
Well,
give the NSYNC song.
And go.
Listen, here's the issue: is that I confuse these two things all
No,
the fucking
I
time.
assumed you would.
Great. All right. So Backstreet Boys. I mean, obvious. Backstreet's back. All right. I mean, it's like
That's how he started his.
I know, but this one actually applies to me because I'm the Backstreet Boys. And there was always this battle between Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. Backstreet Boys have that kind of staying power, where obviously right now Justin Timberlake is not going to allow NSYNC to come back together. Backstreet's literally back right now.
All right.
They are doing things.
You're
They are
right.
touring.
He's
There
right.
are shows. It's happening. People love them. People are showing their love currently right now. It's happening. There was the end of that movie where the Backstreet I think it was This Is the End or something, where they wished that the Backstreet Boys were back together, and they were, and it happened. It was the end of the movie. It was in heaven.
Mhm.
The Backstreet Boys started
That was the
singing and
Backstreet
dancing,
Boys.
and that was the climax of the movie.
Okay.
They were that impressive that was enough
can't believe
to be
you
the
brought it
final
up.
wish of the whole thing. And
Emory,
so,
you have 20 seconds. Give me some members and some songs.
By the way, my pretty face thing, it was Backstreet Boys. You can throw that out there.
Chris, Emory, you get 4 extra seconds because Chris talked through your time.
I listen. Here's the problem.
Okay.
I don't remember any members or any song titles. I can't tell you.
Okay. I mean, he didn't either, so.
No, hold on.
Wait.
I gave you a member.
True.
He did. One of them's named I don't know.
Say a name.
Luke.
Cool.
You're trying to give it
No,
to
hold
you.
on. No. I gave his
Moses.
first and last name.
His time is up. What's Luke's last name?
I did Devin. I don't know.
I wanted him to say Timberlake so bad.
Oh, Kelsey, do you see now why I couldn't give it to you?
Yes, I do. I had such a huge crush on Nick Carter when I was little.
I know. Didn't we
so
all?
big.
Nick
Oh my
Carter.
God.
Didn't we all?
Which group are we talking about right now?
You'll find out.
Or you won't.
Oh, no, I'm not going to. I don't have to. I just need to award
I-
points.
Oh, good.
So, I mean, I will a little bit. I know a lot more about NSYNC.
I gave you a member.
I know you,
You did.
I
Yeah,
know
you
you
did.
did.
No,
but
yeah.
in Emory's defense, you gave me the most famous out of the 10 people in these two bands.
True.
The only one that's still, doing stuff.
Well, Backstreet's back, all right?
That's his.
That's me.
Yeah,
you can't
it's
just
literally
keep, you're giving me
Backstreet
points.
Boys. It's in the name.
Okay, here's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't say anything.
No, I'm not gonna flip a coin. Stop touching my money. I think I'm gonna give it to Emory
Oh, wow.
because
What an upset.
Couldn't even give you a member.
it was
Luke
because
Timberlake over here.
I'm giving it to Emory because of the "this is the end" thing,
Yeah,
and
that was
because
pretty
he
cool.
was right. Backstreet is back, baby, and there's touring and stuff.
Are they
that was
really?
that was all
Yeah.
accurate.
they
That's
are.
true.
Yeah.
You can go to a
Stuff you
Backstreet Boys
said-
concert.
Stuff you said was true as well. Like they wore cool clothes in the '90s, and Justin Timberlake has noodle hair, but we all knew that.
Yeah, and you said Justin Timberlake like 8 times. You
That's
were
all
just
you
like,
said, I
hey,
think.
Justin Timberlake, right? He was in it. And then it was Justin Timberlake
Anthony,
and
I
Justin
had
Timberlake.
no clue if he was in mine or not. I thought you were goofing with me the whole time.
No, NSYNC is Justin Timberlake.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
And Joey Fatone.
Do you know them all?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I know
Hold on, Emory
Lance
only
Bass,
wins if she can name them all.
Who?
Justin Timberlake,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Joey Fatone,
Yes.
Lance Bass.
The one that voiced the guy on the Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah. And I forget the
Right.
rest.
That was Chris Kirkpatrick.
Oh.
And the other one is R.C. Shaz Says. I always forget how to pronounce his name.
I think those two were my least
Have I
favorites.
ever told you how
so-
much I hate the bonus round?
Really? Because I love it.
Oh, I hate it with a passion.
Wait,
And I
think season
need to
2,
know who was
you
in
should be in the hot
Backstreet
seat.
Boys.
The Backstreet Boys? Oh, I don't remember any of their names except for Nick Carter. I had the hugest
Right.
crush on
Okay.
him.
Nick Carter, Backstreet Boys. Good to know.
Did you
Yeah.
hear me, Anthony?
What? No,
Season
sorry, I
2,
didn't.
you're in the hot seat.
Okay, I mean, I know the list, though, is the problem.
I'll make my own list.
Ooh.
What?
I don't know about that.
got a
It's my
list.
list.
I don't
I'm
care
I'm
about your
kidding.
list.
Checking
I'm
it
kidding.
twice.
You have a season 1 list.
Their names are A.J. McLean,
Oh, yeah.
Howie Doro,
That's not a real name.
Nick
That's not
Carter,
a real name.
Kevin Richardson, and Brian Littrell.
Oh
I
my
wasn't
god,
even-
yeah.
It was like a couple of real names.
Wasn't even close.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Streets
like,
back,
Chris, tell me that
alright.
Kevin Richardson isn't a real
Yeah,
name, you piece
yeah.
of shit.
All
All right, that was Bop or Flop? No, that was Almost Fancy.
That was one of them. It was something. And tune in next time for Pop Culture Conspiracies.
And I'm Lightning. No.
Sorry that we went so hard. We assumed you would.
No, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Since you've
Yeah,
done
no,
this
you
so
guys
many
brought
times.
It, and guess
Yeah.
what? Now, next guest will pumble because
Oh,
we're so
God.
angry.
Oh no.
And then
Well-
when they get mad at us, we'll say blame Kelsey and Emory.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
And they can come to
And
our
they'll
house.
say who, and then we'll say listen to anything on our channel, please.
Please. Yeah,
Okay.
don't yell at people to listen to our stuff.
we went to China.
We did.
No, I didn't. I specifically did not yell at you for not watching our stuff.
Oh yeah, no, that
Chris
wasn't
did.
directed at you. No, that wasn't. That was directed at like
Yeah.
Eric, Catherine.
Felt
None
it.
of them have known about the
It was
show.
coming in this direction.
Okay, I
Physically,
apologize.
the sound waves flew through us.
I'm facing that way.
It's just how I felt.
Okay. I screwed up this episode.
You did, yeah.
Start to end.
You screwed up. I was gonna say you screwed up the beginning. You screwed up the middle. Thank you for listening to Almost Fancy. I've been your host, Thunder. These are our special guests. Someone actually finally respected me and waited. Our special guests have been Kelsey and Emory.
I'm Emory.
I'm Lightning.
Good.
And-
Good.
and
It
we'll
happened.
see you next
Good.
time.
Good.